Hello guys, my name is Jahron.
And I'm Sam.
And today we're going to be doing NCT's Cherry Bomb album review. Let's just get started with the first track, which is Cherry Bomb. Now, Cherry Bomb is, as you saw in our reaction, it was such a freaking bop. Like, I knew it from the teasers, everything, and then like, oh my gosh. So pretty much, I feel like what I got from this song is pretty much definitely a song about confidence, and I don't know, what did you get that? Like more so like confidence?
It was literally them saying like we're coming in like a cherry bomb, like a bomb, like we're about to blow everybody away.
Which is cool.
Exactly. And what I really loved about this song is that it was something so different from SM that we've never heard before.
Right.
Like SM has definitely delved more into like the rapping and hip hop portion that they've never really touched on. Because SM isn't known for their rappers.
They're not.
And for this song, there was a very heavy rap element to it, and which I really enjoyed. And like Jahron said, like this song, it isn't there's no depiction of love or nothing in it. It's literally just talking about them being a cherry bomb, about to make a bomb in like the music.
Like they are the biggest hit on the stage. Like they said it. So,
exactly.
So like the vocals in the bridge of the song was definitely amazing when Jaehyun and Do-young did a little duet back and forth, and then it ended it with Tae-il. Oh my god, that was probably my favorite part of the entire song, as well as I just thought just the whole way the song was stylized, it was just stylized into a nice catchy tune, and I just really enjoyed it. And I mean, I don't know, I couldn't imagine anybody hating this song because it's catchy, it has fun lyrics, not everything has to be very deep and stuff. So, you know, honestly, like I love confidence in an artist, and you know, especially if they have the talent to back it up. So that's my thoughts on Cherry Bomb.
One of my favorite lyrics that really stood out to me was when they go, "No talk, a life keeping your head down wherever you go. Let's clap to those who search their surroundings." That was in Mark's rap, I think. And he's pretty much saying like, you know, you walk around with your head down in life, where he's like, we should be applauding the people who lift their head up and look at their surroundings and realize where they are in life, when like, you know, they want to move forward. And I thought that was also a really good line, because like Jahron said, it like oozes confidence, and just that's what I really enjoyed about it. And like the only downside of this song is the line distribution. That's it. That's the only downside, because Mark got the most lines in this song. I have never seen someone so much lines in a damn song, and it was Mark. Holy shit! Like Johnny, Winwin, and Haechan were definitely like a little non-existent in this song, which is sad, because I had a conversation with someone in one of the in our Cherry Bomb reaction, and they said, well, since it's a hip hop based song, like a rap based song, like they understand why Mark got a lot of the lines. I'm like, well, but Johnny isn't he raps like that. Johnny knows how to rap, so I don't understand why they couldn't split half of Mark's lines and give it to Johnny. Or even Haechan. Like Haechan is an amazing singer. You've seen him in NCT Dream. He can sing. Like I just don't understand where they kind of didn't get much. Like, and the same.
Well, maybe people's argument is that Haechan does get lines in Dream.
That's true, but he is still a part of NCT 127. It's not like he's a background character. Like he is still a member of this group. It's no excuse that it's the same. That's with Mark then. Mark's in Dream, and he's the leader of Dream, and he still gets a lot of lines in 127. And I'm not trying to bash any of the members. It's because it's not up to them who gets the lines or not. It's just, you know, an advice to SM producers or people who distribute the lines. Like, just I want it to be fair amongst all the members. Let's just move on to the next track, which is
Running to You. This song for me was like a big standout. The chorus was really like, wow, like when I first heard it, I was just like, oh, I wasn't expecting it to go there. But I thought it was really unique. And I really feel like Tae-il dominated this song like a lot. And the drop at the beginning of the song, again, this song was just a whole big concoction of unexpected twists, which was really fun for a listener and somebody that loves music.
I definitely feel like the chorus is definitely probably gonna be a hit or miss with some people because it is so different and it does take such a weird turn you don't expect. It can be a hit or miss for somebody because I've seen multiple reactions, people saying, well, I'm not really a big fan of it, and some people saying, oh my god, I love the beat drop. Me personally, at first I didn't hate it, but at first I was like, oh, like I don't know how to feel about that. Then you listen to it a couple more times and you're like, okay, no, like I see where it's going, like I see what they tried to do with it. And I do like the song, but I probably will admit that on this album it's probably like my least favorite, I would probably say. Like, I'm not saying that it's a bad song, it's just it doesn't stand out to me as much as some of the other songs did. But I did really enjoy the song, and like I said in our Cherry Bomb, how Haechan didn't get much in Cherry Bomb, Haechan got probably the most lines in this song, which was good. And yeah, it's definitely just a really interesting song, and I definitely advise you to, leave what you guys think about it, because like I said, it is like something you have to really sit and think about and think, do I really like this? Because like I said, it is very interesting. It ends weirdly, I personally think. Like it kind of just like ends in like, don't you think in like a weird tone? Like they end in like running to you and it just like cuts off. Yeah. Like I was like, oh, that's the end. But yeah, it's definitely, like I said a billion times, a hit or miss. So yeah.
And now the next song, track number 3, is 0 Mile. Okay, so this song is I personally felt like it's just about distance and always finding your way to your significant other. I feel like distribution-wise, it was the best of the entire album.
Really?
I did, yeah.
The women got nothing.
I know, but like Haechan, Yuta, like they got a little bit more.
But Yuta and Johnny and Haechan, they got very minimal lines.
But even that being the case, they still got more than their usual.
But I personally think it wasn't that great just because Win got nothing. Like he literally wasn't even on the song. Like, period. Like he was not even there. But I do really love this song. I love this song so much. Upbeat, like summer song to me. Like definitely something for the summer. And it was super funky, and I love the raps in it as well. The guitar was like it was a really nice touch that I really enjoyed. And like Jahron said, it's pretty much about he wants to be 0 miles apart from her. Like that's pretty much what the whole song is about.
Yeah, I know for me, I would probably say this song was my least favorite from the album. Although that's me, I still enjoyed every song off this album, but it's just my least favorite. Production-wise, I just feel like it was lacking in some areas. So, but nonetheless, it was still a good song. Track number 4, Sun and Moon. I just can't even fathom how amazing this song is. First of all, let me just say this song blew Without You from NCT out of the water. Out of the water. I was really hoping that we would get another song with just the 3 of them, meaning Taeil, Do-young, and Jaehyun. And they were all on Without You from NCT. And so now that we got another one with Sun and Moon, I was floored when I heard it. Like, it was amazing.
One of the best songs NCT has ever released.
Amazing. This song actually reminded me, definitely gave me Miguel vibes. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Miguel. He's an artist, Afro-Latino, I believe, and oh my god, he's amazing. His music is amazing, and just to like see like his kind of sound incorporated with the NCT song, completely impressed. It had a very magical sound to it. And this is kind of like a song that you would love to hear at night, or just laying down with your earphones and then closing your eyes and just, oh god, it just gives you so much imagination. I love it. Also, Yuta was in this song a little bit with them, so I thought that was pretty interesting. I'm glad he got some type of shine. Let me read off my favorite lyrics in Sun and Moon. Oh, when my moon rises, your sun rises. Under the same sky, time crossed. Our hearts are connected under the same sky. I just thought that was just so deep, so amazing. It fitted in with the sound of the song. It was just this song gave me nothing but vibes. Just nothing but vibes.
Song definitely probably like my favorite song off this album. I definitely added it to my sleep playlist for sure. And like I wrote down that it's definitely like one of those songs you play in the car at night, like no doubt about it. And the production was amazing. Really amazing distribution. I thought like everyone got like a pretty equal amount of lines. So like I really love how they used a metaphor for their love being like the sun and moon. Like they can never really meet, but since they're under the same sky, like that is like enough for each other. They can still feel each other through that. And so I thought that was like I loved how they used that metaphor throughout the whole song. And I really just enjoyed how the chorus went like, I love that how they add the higher part of that. So like they add it in the background. Like I love that so much. It was such an amazing touch, such an amazing decision to do that. I fell in love with that. That's one of the main reasons why it's like one of my favorite songs, just because it just sounded amazing with the song. And like Jahron said, it sounds like you're like on a journey in this song. Like just I loved it. Definitely in my Trinity. Let us know what you guys think about this track as well.
Yes. Moving on to track number 5 is Whiplash.
You guys know the hype around this song, that's for sure.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Long ass ride. Mark came back with his infamous long ass ride verse. And I feel like this song was definitely the trap song that we didn't know we needed from NCT.
I know.
Oh gosh, it was very good. This song only included Jaehyun, Mark, Taeyong, and Tail. And Tail's high note at the end of this song was so fucking legendary. I was just...
Oh my gosh.
Gagging.
Let's listen to it. Oh my god.
This song makes me go to
It does, right? Like, it just like, oh god. Like you turn into a different person when you listen to this song.
I'm a little naughty when this song comes on.
Oh my god. Like the lyrics were definitely probably like the most mature I've ever seen them do.
Well, this was definitely, what was that song off of Limitless? Baby Don't Like It.
Yeah.
Baby Don't Like It was also really mature.
Yeah, and this one definitely was like...
I see they have a pattern going with this album, and it's really, or in the past albums, like they're on a nice little track, and I like it.
Only downside I would say for this song is that I kind of wish Johnny was on this. I feel like he would have put a really nice touch to this song.
Johnny really should have been on this track.
He really should have, and I think he would have been a really nice addition, but what can we do?
Track number 6 is Summer 127. So for me, the piano intro was so misleading.
I know.
And then it just drops into this kind of funky song. I was like, oh, okay. So Tail on the bridge of this song. Oh god. I just felt like with this song though, I just feel like there was some stuff missing. I think the line distribution really was just the biggest thing, because this is the kind of song that I really want to hear everybody on heavily. I want to hear a lot of people.
Yeah.
But other than that, I do feel like this was a very good song, and it had it was very good. But I did wish I could have heard a lot more of Win Win and Yuta. And just, I don't know, I just really wanted to hear more from the, and like this song being as funky and stuff, I felt like, I'm offending me like Mark or Taeyong biases, but I do feel like this song should have been more vocally oriented with Utah and Utah, Win Win, and Hey Chan could have been doing a lot more. But, what can you do? You can't control it. And I do like the song nonetheless. So, Sam, what do you think?
The first thing I wrote was that Win Win was robbed. Which he was in this song. Exactly, like every single song. But it was definitely, like, what the title introduces. It's a very fun summer song. And the vocals are definitely on point for this song. I really did enjoy the vocals. Do-young's vocals, I think specifically, were really good on this song. I really enjoyed them. And like Jahron said, Mark and Taeyong got the most lines in this song as well. Super catchy. The lyrics were definitely very interesting for the song.
Yes.
They were definitely going hard about it, especially Taeyong's rap. Like, he went off saying, shake that ass in this song.
They did.
And I was just like, whoa, okay.
God, Taeyong, if you really want me to.
Much a song is like, you know, let's get away, let's go to the sea, like, let's dance together. Like, that's pretty much what the whole song is about. And I definitely enjoyed how, you know, it's called Summer 127. And like Jahron was saying, I think because it's called Summer 127, it should like include all the members. Because it's
exactly.
127, it should include everybody. As this being the final sidetrack on the album, other than the Cherry Bomb performance version, I definitely feel like they should have left it with a bang and had all the members come in and do like the final track together.
Right.
But the fact that they didn't, like, that was a bit disappointing.
It was.
But yeah, all in all, I did really enjoy this song, and I felt like it definitely was a good ender to the album. We're not going to talk about the performance version of Cherry Bomb because it just has the breakdown part, and that's pretty much it. It's the same as just Cherry Bomb regular. So yeah, but I do prefer the performance version over the regular because I love the breakdown part. Exactly.
So let's move on to summary. I feel like this album. Did you like it better than Limitless?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought there was a lot more better tracks this time around, but I still feel like they have not topped Back to You yet. I do feel that way, but I do feel like Cherry Bomb's album as a whole was better than Limitless. But Limitless was still pretty impressive.
It was.
So
it really was.
It was.
Like, I definitely feel like as we're still in 2017, I feel like Cherry Bomb has definitely been probably one of the best albums this year. Even though it wasn't a full album, it was still probably one of the best, next to like 17's A1, and just like, it was, I loved this album so much. Like, it was just, when it comes to production value, it was just like, it was good. It was perfect. Like, it was, oh god, it was amazing. And as you guys know, like, just the only downfall of this album is that I personally feel like the line distribution is just getting worse and worse as they release albums.
It was worse than Limitless.
Yeah, like it was just like Limitless. We're like, you know, we were disappointed. We're like, oh, maybe it'll just be better the next album, and it didn't. No,
we didn't get our wish.
Like, it just, me personally, I just feel like Taeyong and Mark just keep getting more and more lines, and I have nothing against Taeyong and Mark. I love Taeyong and Mark like so much.
And I'm sure they know that, but it's just...
but we're just talking about, like, there's nothing personal against them. We're talking just solely on who gets what lines and how many lines do people get. And for some reason, I just don't. To me, it's like, it's too much, Taeyong and Mark.
I feel like it's just them being rappers. Like, 0 Mile is a perfect example. Was it really necessary to give Taeyong and Mark that much in 0 Mile and in Summer 127? Because I felt like those songs were just kind of like, it didn't need to be rap heavy. So like, that's kind of like the nitpicks that I do have with some of the tracks. Like, it wasn't that necessary.
And like, I get that SM was trying like to go into the more rap scene. I get that, but then don't put vocals in a group then. Like, why would you have so many members in a group and not distribute the lines out? Like, because someone made a point saying it's almost seeming like Taeyong, Mark, and then everybody else. Like, I don't want it to be like that. Yes. I don't, because like Taeyong and Mark aren't even in my trinity, and like, I love them, but like, there's other members who I know have equally as much talent, and I feel like they're just not using it at all. And it just makes me really upset, because it's like, why'd you add Johnny in the first place then if you weren't going to give him anything?
Exactly.
Why?
Like, he waited like, what, 8 years?
Like, he's been training for a very long time. You finally give him hope that he's put into a group, and he doesn't even get any lines. He doesn't get any really big exposure. That is just something that I voiced publicly on Twitter. I'm like, I was just so disappointed with the line distribution for this album.
Yeah.
And just something I've been seeing a lot, which is like the downside of this distribution. I always see people saying like, God, like, can they stop shoving Taeyong and Mark down my throat? Like, can they just like stop putting them so much on the songs. I want to hear everybody else.
And that's another thing, because when you do things like that, and SM is kind of known for pushing a member of a group and like kind of shoving it down your throat. And it for me, I don't really necessarily like that, because
it gives that member a bad rap.
It does. Like, it's just like, okay, I do see them, you know what I mean? So it's like,
it's the same what they did with EXO. Kai had literally almost all their teasers. Almost all. He's almost in every single one.
Do you feel like Kai was shoved down people's throats back in the beginning of EXO's
that's how people felt. That's how people. I remember that's what the comments were saying. Like, why is Kai in every teaser? Like, what about the other members? There's 12 of them. And I remember seeing that. I remember thinking, oh, like, I get what they're saying. It's the same with this. It's like, I feel like in every single song, I know to expect either Taeyeon or Mark rapping this huge part of it. And I don't want to expect that. I want to hear. I want them to go down the same road 17 does. I'm sorry, 17 is really good at line distribution. They are.
That's because Wooji's in control.
Exactly, and it's just like, and the fact that their Chinese line got their own song, it's just like they knew where to go with this. And I just wish they would do that with NCT.
All they could do to shut us up is just put a song with just Johnny, Yuta, Win-Win, and Haechan. Just those four. Give us a song with those four.
Exactly. It's like, that would just make it better, honestly. I don't know where they're gonna go from here with future albums. I really just hope that they really figure out this line distribution issue, because I know that's one of the main issues I saw, was that the line distribution was just not okay. Like, it was just like, Win-Win, I feel like, was probably the worst next to Johnny when it came to line distribution, because there was just points on this album, as you guys know, that Win-Win was just not on it at all. Like, he wasn't even in the song, and Johnny would get like a line here and there, but it wouldn't even be a line that was on the forefront of the song. It'd be like in the background.
Like, Win-Win coming all the way from China,
leaving away from his family,
for them to go all the way and just kind of just to not like be like a background person. It's just
for someone who trained for like 8 years to be shoved into the background.
Training is not easy, and to finally complete that hard part of your life just to be a little small part of a group, it's just not right.
To be more positive, yes, this album was amazingly good. It was. Yes. It was so good. Just production value, everything about it was really good. There wasn't a song that I just horribly disliked. Do I have a least favorite? Yeah, probably, but I'm still going to listen to it because I still liked it.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
So, guys, we are going to give you our top 3 holy trinity of the album, starting with my number 3, which is Whiplash. It's a bop. It's there for a reason.
My number 3 is also Whiplash. It's just an amazingly produced song. It's just very booty popping. Like, it's good. It's definitely my number 3.
Yes. My number 2 is Cherry Bomb, the performance version. Honestly, like, the title track was just too good to not include it in the Trinity. I feel like every song on the album had the chance, and you know, it just happened to be there, and that's just what I listen to a lot.
My number 2 is Sun and Moon. I already said, like, it's one of my. I said during the review, it's one of my favorite tracks off this album. It was beautifully produced, beautifully done. It deserves a place in my Trinity for sure.
My number 1 is Sun and Moon. That song blew every other song to me out of the water. I was just so impressed. I listened to it non-stop, like constantly. Like, it's just such a magical experience to hear all 3 of the vocalists plus Utah having his own little thing, and just all 4 of them serenading me. It's just an experience.
My number 1 is Cherry Bomb, the performance version.
Yes.
And now Sun and Moon probably would have been my number 1, but if I really think about it, every time I put the album on in my car, I always put on Cherry Bomb, the performance version first, and then it's Sun and Moon, then Whiplash, and everything after that.
Yes. So, guys, thank you so much for watching our NCT album review. We put in, hard work into these, but because we know you guys enjoy them, and you want to hear our opinion on each track on these albums, and we just definitely had so many thoughts. So definitely comment down below That do you agree with us? Do you not agree with us? Was there anything that we missed, intricate parts of the songs that you wanted us to talk about? Let us know in the comment section below. And yes, guys, I guess follow us on our social media. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe. So I guess with that being said,
we
will see you guys later.
왜 달이 떠오를 때 너의 태양이